Hello and welcome to this tutorial. In this video, I'm going to show you the process of drawing a dormer. I have already opened a sample project and had it displayed for me in both 2D and 3D. On the right side, you will see the three-dimensional mode, and on the left side, the two-dimensional mode. First, I'll go to the Story Manager, which I can find on the right, and then I'll activate only the attic floor to draw on. Next, I'll draw some guidelines for myself. To do that, I'll go up to 2D Elements and click on Guides. These guidelines help me to draw the dormer precisely at the desired location. I'll begin by placing a guideline along the edge of the roof, and then I'll click here, in the top left, on Guide Element. After that, I will draw a parallel line to this guideline, maintaining a precise distance of 6.5 feet. Now, I'm going to decide the direction in which this distance will be measured. I want it to be measured downwards. With a left click, the guideline is already drawn. After that, I'll draw another guideline, this time setting the spacing at 16.5 feet, and again in the same direction, so that the lines are parallel to each other. Okay, I have now drawn two guidelines, one in the very center of the roof, and one along the top edge. Next, I'll draw some vertical guidelines, going from the bottom to the top. I'm going to draw these freehand, but I could also measure them, just like I did before. With this, I have drawn a rectangle where I want to draw in my dormer. To create the dormer, I go into Construction mode and then click on Dormer in the bar. In this bar, you can select from various dormer options. Additionally, I have the possibility here to adjust the dormer's height. If I click on Roof, I'll get to the dormer settings, and I can customize them before I start drawing. However, I can also do this at a later point in time. Now I'll click on Gable-Fronted, Dormer/Wall, and then I'll first select the roof where I want to draw the dormer. I click on the roof and select the upper left and lower right corners. With a left click, the dormer is drawn, using the exact dimensions I set up with the guidelines. Now I want to transfer the roof's texture to the dormer. For that, I click on Grab in 3D mode, and then first on the roof and afterwards on the dormer. Additionally, I would like to draw a window in the dormer. To do that, I'll go to the Construction mode, select Windows, and then look for a small window from the catalog. For example, I'll choose this one right here. Then, I click on the wall of the dormer and select a spot where the window will be drawn in. And here we have the window. I can also click on it in the 3D mode and then adjust it. By the way, these blue dimensions are only displayed when you switch on the interactive dimensions. You can do that below by clicking on Advanced View function and then activating the Interactive Dimensions option. Then, in 3D mode, I can also click on the blue number and modify the spacing. You can, for example, also draw a door or anything else you might wish to include. Finally, I'll click on the dormer's roof and go to Roof Options in the upper left. A window will then open, displaying all the available options for the roof. From here, I can customize everything, just as I would with a standard roof. For instance, I could choose to raise the roof by simply clicking on Move Roof Over. I can also readjust the roof's various sides and then define a different angle for the slope. And that's all there is to it. Now you know exactly how to draw and properly customize a dormer. I truly hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and that you'll have a lot of fun working with Plan 7 Architects.